Hello and welcome back to Grim Survival. It is October 5th, 2020, year of insanity. Yeah, that's what I'm sticking with, year of insanity, because it really is. Alright, I said I was going to do a news video for you, try to do one about once a week, and I'm a little late on it. I didn't get to it last week, just been rather busy. Did fall cleaning and things like this, and interesting things, and yeah, lots of things. Alright, but yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of news today just because I haven't parroted things in a while. You'll see a lot of channels doing it. They're like parrots. They just repeat what the news says, and yeah, they get a lot of subscribers just by doing it. I guess people just don't watch the news anymore, so they prefer to hear it from somebody on YouTube, and all they're doing is repeating what the mainstream media is saying. So I'm going to do a little bit of that today. So yeah, well, with an added twist of grim. Alright, so starting off, I got a quote of the day. I'm going to show you this off a clip. When I take it back to the computer, I have notes in my hand. Quote of the day was, "Reading without reflecting is like eating without digesting." Just reflect on that for a minute if you would. It really makes a little bit of sense when you think about it. But I'd like to add a little bit. Reading without reflecting and questioning is like eating without digesting. So I think you got to add the questioning there from my perspective. So news of today, obviously, is my head is 21.5 inches. We measure, no, that is true, but that is not the news of the day. Wildfires. Wildfires are continuing to burn in California, among other places. We have set new records of 4 million acres burned. 4 million acres. For my friends overseas, an acre in the United States is a little over 4,000 square kilometers. So yeah, or no, I'm wrong. Square meters. Square meters. All right, yeah, I said that wrong. 4,000 square meters. A little over is what 1 acre is here in the United States. So do the math on that with add 4 million.
And this morning, firefighters in California are hoping that the weather will give them some badly needed relief as they battle those raging wildfires. That state is approaching a grim milestone as nearly 4 million acres have now burned this season. 2 major fires in Northern California are still burning, though cool weather and decreased winds are thankfully in the forecast there. The record-breaking fires have destroyed thousands of homes across California and killed at least 31 people so far this year.
4,000 square meters times 4 million. Anyway, you get it. So yeah, one thing they're not really mentioning in the news, and you won't hear a lot, is how the wildfires are affecting the weather across the United States. We're seeing colder temperatures than average, a lot of below average temperatures, even snowfall in the northeastern parts of the United States and southern parts of Canada. This is caused by the smoke from the wildfires, and a lot of people are not talking about this, but it's obvious to anybody who studies a little bit of weather that the more smoke you have in the atmosphere, the more hazy days we have. We've even had hazy days here in Indiana caused by the smoke, according to mainstream media and local news services. So hazy days and things like that, obviously they're blocking out some of the sun, and it's cooling us off. Imagine this on a large scale in a place like, I don't know, if a volcano erupted. Interesting story I've been hearing from subscribers, Full of Hope being one of them. Thank you for the information. They have pulled the seismic meters out of Yellowstone National Park, and for those of you who don't know, Yellowstone National Park is home to one of the largest volcanoes on the planet, known as a supervolcano. If this thing erupts, the whole world will know. United States would be devastated, to say the least. Canada obviously would be devastated, to say the least, but the whole world is going to feel the effects. This is going to send ash clouds into the skies that will block out the sun for months and months, and will kill most of the vegetation on the planet and a lot of the people. So yeah, what they're not talking about wildfires is how it's affecting our weather. It really is. And now you may think wildfires affecting the weather and making it cooler. It doesn't really make no sense. And of course it wouldn't if you're near a wildfire. It's not going to be cooler. But anywhere else, downwind on the eastern parts of the United States where the wind is traveling, especially to the northeast, if you follow the jet streams, it's where the smoke is going. It's blocking out the sun. It's cooling us off. So we have seen below average temperatures here in Indiana, and you're seeing a lot of them in the northern parts of the United States, southern parts of Canada, obviously. In other news, Tropical Storm Delta, and I'm going to be throwing clips up here so that, the people who like to call me fake news, you know who you are. Those people can see the link references and know where this is coming from. Anyway, Tropical Storm Delta is heading for Louisiana, likely to be a hurricane before it hits Louisiana. Now, hurricane season doesn't officially end until the first week of November, officially. It's rare for us to see late season hurricanes like this, but we are expecting hurricane force storm to hit Louisiana, and this is, if I remember correctly, the third, possibly the fourth to hit the area. I didn't really look up the numbers this year. Yeah, they are seeing a lot of devastating flooding in that area, and I will try to get some clips of it. If I can, I will put them on here in this particular area, and I say that so I remember where they go. So yeah, weird things have been happening with the stock market. If anybody knows anything about the stock market, which I know very little about, I can tell you how to build a business, but I can't tell you how to trade stocks. I could. If you've been following the stock market, you see it's fluctuating a lot because of the president's health. I got to question that, because I really don't understand why. Why, if the president is sick, why does that make the stocks go down, and if he's getting better, it makes it go up? See, the reports of the day is because he's having better health reports that the stocks are going back up. But I don't understand that. Is he that good of a businessman that it's going to really affect the stock market that much? Or is it that, the world's just scared that the dollar's going to crash if the president's not alive? I mean, I don't really understand how the president, one man, can affect the economy that drastically. I don't understand. So I'm asking why. If you know, explain it to me in the comments. I'll read it. I read all the comments. Every one of them. I really do. They come to my phone. I see them on my phone every time I get a comment. I really do. Sometimes it's delayed, but for the most part, I see them immediately. For the most part. Which is why I know when you're saying bad things on my channel, and I can block that before. Anyway, yeah. So apparently we've been playing the game lately of Where's Trump? I've seen it on Marfoogle News. There's a couple other channels I won't bother to mention because I don't like them that much, and yeah, they like to parrot this information. And the president was sick. Obviously, everyone knows he was confirmed to have coronavirus, him and his wife, the First Lady. And the biggest thing is he says he's at Walter Reed Hospital. I'll learn to talk one day. Walter Reed Hospital in Maryland, and being treated for that. But there's been videos of him, and he's come on video and he said he's okay, and making some statements here and there. And then a lot of these people are starting to say, well, it doesn't look like he's at a hospital, it looks like he's on a ship. And then there's a lot of other ones saying, no, he's not on a ship, he's on Air Force One. And then there's other people saying, no, he's on a submarine somewhere. Why does it matter where he's at? Why does that matter? I mean, he said he's at the hospital, and everybody's calling him a liar and saying he's somewhere else. But even if he's not at the hospital, who cares? Why is it such a big news story that these channels are getting hundreds of thousands of views and viral videos because Trump is supposedly somewhere other than where he said he was? Supposedly. Why does that matter? Let me tell you, if I went to a debate, just because if I was an important person, me and my wife went to a debate, for whatever we're debating, whatever. Maybe I'm running for president. Hey, vote Grimm 2024. I will be running if you guys nominate me. I'll do it. I really will. It would be funny. It really would. I'd do it, though. I don't have money for campaigns. Apparently, you have to be a billionaire to win an election. Just keep that in mind. So anyway, but yeah, me and my wife were at a debate, and we have a moderator sitting, say, 10 feet from us. We have another guy about 6-7 feet over here, and nobody's wearing a mask, and me and my wife were the only ones to get infected by the virus. You know what? I wouldn't tell you where I was going to get treated either. I wouldn't. I would not tell you. I would tell you all kinds of things. See, Trump apparently ticked off a lot of news media because he said he went back to D.C. So all the news media left the hospital looking for him, went back to Washington looking for him, and then his motorcade rolled up into the hospital, not long after that. That's funny. I would have done the same thing. I think that's funny. Because why do you need to know where the president's getting treated at? If he's sick, I'd be treated in my bunker. That's where I'd be treated. And I wouldn't be treated by the doctors that, the government told me. I had that kind of money. You get my personal doctors. They can come treat me because no. And I'm not going to let you swab me and test me for the virus either. You want me to be tested? I'll go get my own swab. I'll put it in my mouth. I'll put it in a bag and I'll hand it to you. You can test it that way. You're not taking your swab with your virus and sticking it in my mouth. Because, frankly, that's how I think he got infected. The test at the stupid debate. He walked in there to get tested and got tested for the virus. Everyone got tested for the virus, but he was the only one to come out of there with the virus. So, yeah, whatever. Fake news, right? Fake news. So yeah, I like to play. Everybody remember Where's Waldo? Let's play Where's Trump. Somebody should make that game, Where's Trump? So, I mean, I really don't get it. Why do we care where he was at? Obviously, there's 2 of everything for the president. There's 2, limos. There's 2 Air Force Ones. There's 2 of everything. So that he has, supposedly body doubles, and you never know where he's at. There's a reason for that, because if everyone knew where he is at all times, especially with the bad mouthing the news gives him, they're gonna, people are gonna be, out there with their rifles taking shots at Air Force One. So, I mean, as stupid as it is, it does happen. It really does. People are just, people. All right, so there is a news story I'm gonna go over to the computer. It's a Black Lives Matter news story. I'm gonna take this one to the computer. I'm gonna show you this article. We'll talk about it as I'm reading it, so stay tuned for that in just a second, and I'll come right back with the ending of this video, because I got an announcement to make. Alright, here we are looking at an article that was posted Sunday the 4th, which was yesterday. This is from SOTT.net. Signs of the Times is the news service. What you are looking at here is armed black paramilitary group marches through Lafayette. This is Lafayette, Louisiana they're talking about. But very few news outlets are reporting the far left extremism. I'll learn to talk one day, I really will. This black separatist group is known as the Not Effing Around Coalition. Yeah, obviously, just if you're looking at the picture, they're obviously not messing around, because they are all overly armed military. They have military gear, they have military rifles, they have body armor. Just from what I'm seeing here in this picture, this is body armor. This is definitely an AR-15 platform rifle or an AR platform rifle. Yeah, a journalist and cameraman from news2share.com by the Twitter name of we won't care. Developments from Louisiana on Twitter Saturday. It was later picked up and spread across various Twitter feeds, but mainstream media is not covering this. If there was a group of, let's say, white supremacists walking around with guns like that, protesting or marching anywhere in the United States, it would have been all over the news, and it would have been all President Trump's fault. So, obviously, recently President Trump was asked by Fox News host Chris Wallace, a person who I found to have been very disrespectful, but that is my personal opinion, and I will leave it there, at the first presidential debate to denounce white supremacist groups, as well as, all these groups. Trump has denounced white supremacists, including KKK, many times over the past year as well. He's done it. I've heard him. Even recently announced that his administration has a proposal to, get rid of these supposed terrorist organizations. This is disturbing news. It really is. To me, this is just disturbing. This is divide and conquer. This is the country dividing its citizens and putting them against each other. That's all this is. One group like this comes across an equally white group, equally armed, and there's going to be blood in the streets. And it's going to be the start of localized skirmishes, which will be then considered and blown out of proportion as civil war. And then we will have people all over the country shooting each other because of stupidity that you're seeing in this picture. This is stupid. People need to wake up. The black people in this group and black people all over the country are being deceived by old white men. Old white men are the founders of Black Lives Matter. Old white men by the name of, I'm not going to mention his name, but, presidential candidates. These are the type of people that fund this group. These are the type of people that founded this group. These are the people that want this to succeed. So when you are conforming to Black Lives Matter and things like this, all you are doing is supporting white racist groups that want you to kill each other. Alright, that's enough of this particular story. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Coming back after, all of that. I'm still reading my notes here, but yeah, that's rather disturbing, don't you think? I mean, really? It's divide and conquer. It really is. It really is. Divide and conquer. Has anybody read Sun Tzu, The Art of War? Divide and conquer. I mean, it's, yeah. Right? And a lot of prepping channels are saying stock up your ammo, stock up your ammo. Are we going to start shooting each other? Are we? I mean, really? That's what we're doing now? Shoot it. I understand you need to defend yourself, but do you need 10,000 rounds to defend yourself against your neighbors? Yeah, you are never going to fire 10,000 rounds at an enemy coming toward your house. You're not. You're just not. It's not going to happen. If you have the opportunity to fire 10,000 rounds, then the other guy is not aiming very well or doing his job properly. I'll tell you that right now. They have drones that could be hovering outside of your window and you wouldn't know it, and it has a little projectile and it can pick you off. And these things fly quiet. You won't hear it. I mean, they know how to muffle these things. You will not hear it. You won't know what's happening. So you're going to tell me that you're 10,000 rounds. I mean, I just don't see the point in putting all of your money into ammunition like that. Put your money into food. You're more than likely to starve to death than to be shot. You really are. You're more than likely to die of dehydration because you forgot to prep water. Or you're more than likely, using this for toilet paper. It happened. It happened. All right, so yeah, I said I had an announcement to make. Toss the notes over there. So my wife is in the process of recording a canning video. I'm not going to tell you what she's canning. You'll have to stay tuned for that. I'm going to post this one on the channel. We're going to do some cooking videos too. She says she's going to do cooking videos. Apparently she's still refusing to talk in these videos, so I'm going to be doing voiceovers for her. She says, nobody wants to hear me. Well, she doesn't say it that deeply. If she did, that would be weird. But yeah, nobody wants to hear her. That's what she says. So yeah, make a comment on that if you would. I don't understand. Most of my family are camera shy. All of them. They don't want to be on camera. Except for little Grim. You've seen her. She wants to be famous. That's just, yeah. One out of the bunch, I guess. One out of the bunch. So yeah, that's my announcement. We're actually making some canning videos. It's going to be pretty interesting what she's canning. I'm looking forward to testing it. We have done canning before. I have a nice canner that I bought for her to do this kind of things. But also she's going to be doing some cooking videos because we are going to still try to get that Kickstarter up. It's just been delayed because of, drama and things and drama and things and this and that and that and this. And yeah, exactly. I'm glad you followed along with that because I kind of got confused myself. All right, that's enough yapping for one video. I don't know how long it's running at this point, but it's going to be a while. And thank you for watching. If you've stayed, with me this whole time, thank you for watching. This has been my weekly news update. I would like to enlist any one of you. If anyone wants to help here, Bear Independent has a team of people that puts together his daily brief where he parrots the news every morning. I don't really watch it because I don't like it. Personally, I just don't. I mean, no offense to the guy, but I just don't like that kind of thing. But yeah, anybody wants to put together a daily brief for me, I'll get on here and parrot the news for you too if you'd like it. I mean, I'll do it. Why not? I got time to kill. I really do. Right at the moment, time to kill. Won't last forever though. Really won't. Nothing ever does. Hey, remember to stock up on your water. Don't forget your water with your food. Most of your food requires water. Your body requires water to digest your food. Don't forget your water preps. Yeah, you need them. This has been James from Grim Survival. Remember, it's grim out there. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. See you later.